Yo, what's up? This is EV from the metal band Crisix and in my podcast Extreme Metal Business. And today I'm in Galicia and I'm gonna talk about what's my experience is after almost 1 week of release. What has been my experience releasing one song, especially because I received a lot of messages like, hey man, what's the strategy that you're following? What is the things that you're doing here to make this, this pump, this noise and everything? And the problem here, even if you're not familiar with my band, it used to be a thrash metal band during 18 years, but this new single, we released something a bit more risky, a bit more out of our comfort zone. And let's say that this last single caused a little bit of shock. And I don't know what's the style that we are doing right now, but the thing is that we are doing something that we feel really, really proud of, and we feel really happy to release. And right now we've been on tour with Megadeth this last week, presenting the new album, the new song, sorry. And today we're in a day off in the house of our bassist, not the house, but like a family house where there is this beautiful land. There is a little house over there in Galicia, in an old house Galician way. And I wanted to make this video because it's like 1 week since, almost 1 week, and Friday is going to be 1 week since the release of Fast Music. And since people is asking me like, yeah, what's the strategy? Yes, what is the, wait, I'm gonna go barefoot, let's go. What is the strategy? What is it's bringing curiosity to people because I talk about Spotify and all these things. But what I tend to see is that people is so focused on what's the strategy, but the strategy is not like the real thing. The more important thing is what's beneath the strategy. What is the thing that you're going out there and throwing to the world, and what is the music that you feel excited and you feel like you're giving something that nobody is giving. I think when you come from this point of view, no matter the strategy, how shitty or how bad it is, you will cause some sort of reactions on people. It's like entering in a room with full of people, like 10 people or something, and if you say something that it's mediocre, average, you will not get the attention of nobody. But if you come with something that people gets the attention of the people, all the people will have their eyes on you. It's so simple, human psychologically speaking, like this, So when somebody is telling me like, putting all the attention on, because what I used to do is drive my traffic to YouTube, but I think it was a mistake. I should drive the traffic to Spotify and all this. Of course, there's strategies that will work a bit better and they will perform better and optimize better. And basically I'm testing a lot of new things with the meta ads and all the driving, shooting the correct countries with the correct things. So you optimize the cost per click and all these things. But anyway, if this idea of you entering in a room with 10 people and what you're saying, it's not catching the attention of those people, then you have a problem of foundation, a problem of basis. That's why when somebody is very technical on, but I did the last release a YouTube strategy or whatever. No man, you didn't put enough attention. You didn't put enough attention on what's the correct seed that you're choosing. What is just taking the analogy of this little garden, what we are planting here, the outcome of these plants are gonna be the seed that we're putting. And if the seed is not correctly done, you're not gonna have like very strong results. That's why when somebody is when people is just looking on the strategy, like people is just looking to the leaves of this tree, but this is really cool. It's shiny, it's cool, and it's catching the attention of people. And they ask me, how are you making this grow? I just tell them, take some steps back, man. Take some steps back, relax, and see what is the seed that you're planting. Because maybe the initial point of what is the thing that you're doing, maybe it's not on point. Maybe it could be better. Maybe you are too afraid to do things that you think that it's not worth, or maybe you're not seeing the value that you can offer, and it's only yours. And it can be really interesting for the rest of people. So that's why when I have these conversations and people goes very, very straight into, okay, so I need a solution with this. What is the strategy? What is the last step of the last step. This is the last step. That if everything before it's not correctly aligned, it will not have any result, like really strong result. That's my point of view. And after 1 week, with all the release and everything, and seeing the results that we got, where the socials really exploded, it's amazing to see how when you spend time, you give yourself time to do this, to do this step of, let's carefully plan this, and let's carefully think about what I want to express in the world. Wow, the magic starts to happen, and I'm very happy that we have this time with Crisix to do this, and now we're starting to see the results with all the numbers growing and the attention growing as well. And that's it, man. That's the thing. And in the end, for us, it was also a process. It was not like, okay, let's just think one day sitting on the table and let's see if we can make a hit. No, it was more like a therapy thing, unblocking your own belief system of ideas that, okay, this should work, this should not work, this is appropriate and what is not appropriate, and having this inner conflict and inner conversations within ourselves and with all the rest of the band, and what is the thing that is correct and not correct. And when you're starting to solve these limitations, these walls that are telling you what is correct and what is not correct, that's when you start to really to play with things in a more innocent, childish way, and you start to create things that you feel proud. You feel excited, and you feel like, okay, of course, after this you start to feel the fear again of, okay, what's gonna people think about this, But when you put out of your sight the idea of what's gonna people think about what you're doing, and you just put all the attention on what am I feeling right now creating this, and you feel like, wow, this is the best thing I've done with ears, I think this energy people catches it, this authenticity, this authentic energy of wanting to express something that is truly yours from that moment. So that I just wanted to make this clarification. If somebody is asking me or having this idea of, okay, yeah, Crisix did a great strategy. Yeah, the great strategy comes from a great idea. That's my point of view here. And if you're under this process, as I know with some of my students at Extreme Metal Business, my agency, or let's call it like training program or whatever, where I'm working with bands, designing these strategies, but not just designing the last part. I designed the 3 steps, all the steps that takes to from an idea to have a successful hit or a successful song that creates impact on people. It's just this process that I really love to work, And if with your band you are doing also the same process of feeling like this, that you're not 100% feeling like that you're not nailing it, then I suggest you that first of all you should download the Artist Survival Kit, where I deep dive more into all these different steps and how you can do them better. That you can download it in the link in bio. And then I suggest you that you book a free strategic session with me, where I can go inside of your band. I can see your band, how you're doing this, your strategy, how has been the latest release. I'm gonna give you my insights and help you get more insights and more vision on how you can develop this and do it better, which is very important. Oof, my arm is getting tired. So you can book a session in the link below as well, but I just recommend that you just deep dive first on the Artist Survival Kit, okay? I hope that you had some ideas and you had some inspiration of this video, because this week has been crazy for us. We've been doing a lot of things, big things really happened for us, and it's not like a random, it's not casualty. People will say, it's random, it's just luck, and it's not luck, man. I can tell you it's not luck. It's just putting the fucking work and thinking and putting the work, Let's go. See you in the next episode.